On today's episode, the boys talk about our favorite wings to eat in Pittsburgh. JJ covers most of the north side, and I cover most of the east side. But we don't have west and south. Tell us, what other wings can we eat? Let's discuss real talk from real Yinzers. Here we go. Boys in the Burgh, hosted by Chris, JJ, and Andrew Speranza. Welcome to Boys in the Burgh, the podcast all about Pittsburgh. My name is Chris Speranza, and one of my co-hosts with me is JJ Speranza.
What's up? That's me.
And unfortunately, Andy cannot be with us for another week.
Ooh, Andy, what you doing, brother?
But he told us the situation. We'll keep that private, so we won't talk about that. It's a wild situation we'd rather him talk about. But yeah, it's just me and JJ again. We're glad the WWE shows episode actually was pretty popular. It's like, you know what? Our wrestling episodes are really good.
I know. It's almost like you and I are experts at this, and we're professional bullshitters, so we're really good at this.
Well, the thing is, I know a lot about wrestling, and you just kind of say, Chris, what was that one thing that happened? And I go, oh, it was this. It was WrestleMania 21, Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. And you're like, that was it.
I know we're talking about wings today, but I actually just watched that video you sent me of the Big Show getting kicked in the face and falling on the guy and pinning him. That was hilarious.
What was that? Actually, I've never even seen that match. It was William Regal, because William Regal's hilarious with a lot of things. So.
Oh, man. Well, Chris, what are we talking about today?
Oh, you already said it. So I'm going to piggyback off of that. Or should I say, I'm going to chicken wing off of that, because today is not best wings in Pittsburgh, but some of our favorite wings in Pittsburgh. Would you agree?
Fuck.
Yeah. So.
Sorry.
So yeah, Bach. So today we're going to talk about best wings in Pittsburgh. And I know I didn't really discuss this with you beforehand, but I feel like the east side of Pittsburgh, I feel like that's going to be my territory. I'm going to cover that side.
Okay, yeah, I can cover pretty much like the west side, almost into West Virginia, and then the north side of Pittsburgh.
Okay, that sounds fair enough. And I remembered the name. We were talking off the air before we started. The wing place that is in Market Square in downtown Pittsburgh, it was Wing Hearts.
Wing Hearts. Oh, that okay. I think they had a couple different locations in the area, but I think they all closed down.
There was one in Greensburg, kind of by the Westmoreland Mall, where there is now a casino in place of a Bon-Ton.
Oh, God. I actually remember that. I thought it was Wingstop, but it must have been the other Wing Hearts because I went there when I was doing my door-to-door job. We went there to have a few beers and relax. And that place was
Why?
really
It
cool.
doesn't sound stressful.
No, not at all. Door to door in Wilmerding.
Really?
Oh yeah, we went to downtown Wilmington. Oh my god! In case you guys didn't know, this is my first podcast out of the state. I just moved to North Carolina with my wife, and I'm in Wilmington, and I keep saying Wilmington. And I apologize if it comes out like that today. I meant to say like downtown Braddock.
I do it in Wilmer Dimmadome, Dim Dimmadome.
My lady don't wiggle wiggle.
It jiggle.
So we were doing door to door stuff in like Braddock.
Wow, that is yeah. Happy you're alive.
Yeah, oh yeah. I went from Squirrel Hill door to door, which people were super rude and would call the cops, to Braddock, where people were super nice, but you wanted to call the cops.
Actually, I talked to someone today that actually she in what was it? Kansas City goes around door to door and sells and try and convince people to do Google Fiber.
Seriously? That's interesting.
I think that like I feel like if I'm with Google, like I'm like I'll do that job. I don't care. Like people hate Comcast, people hate Verizon, people hate everything, but not Google.
Let's put it into like, okay, so not to go into a tangent because I know we have a show to do for wings. Our grandpap used to tell us that he did door to door for selling insurance, and he would knock. They'd open the door and go hello, and he would walk right into the house and go hi, and just sit down at their dining room table. I feel like you can't do that anymore.
No, no, you can't do that anymore. It'd be like, excuse me, can you put on a mask, please?
And get the fuck out of my house.
uh, all right. Well, hopefully the family was cooking some chicken wings, which is what we're talking about today. Like my segue? That was a good segue.
I like that. And actually, I don't know where you want to start, but I actually have a brief history on the chicken wing.
I feel kind of savage when I eat a chicken wing. Like like I have a dog, and I always like look at like her arms and her back legs, and I'm like, they're the shape of chicken wings. Like
We do that
what?
with our cats when they're sitting there and their arms are all up like this. We go, oh, they got chicken wings.
Because think about it, when you eat it, you're literally eating it down to the bone, which I don't know, sounds very cannibalistic, but you know, we're not here to talk about cannibalism.
Do you like regular chicken wings with the bone in, like traditional, or do you like boneless?
Very strange. I prefer boneless at Buffalo Wild Wings, but I'll prefer bone in for everywhere else.
Really?
Yeah, just Buffalo Wild Wings, their wings, what which you'll hear when we talk about this. Like the places that we go to, they don't fuck around. Like they don't give you like little wing dings like Buffalo Wild Wings does. Like they give you the whole fucking chicken. Like they'll give you the whole wing.
That's what I like. I like when they give you the three parts of the wing still connected, and that's up in Butler. We went to a place called Lindora Hotel, and that's how their wings were. And those were you were there once, right?
I was, but I forget the experience. This is why this episode is going to be hard because it's like, well, oh yeah, the wings were good. All right, next.
Luckily, you're with a wing expert here who has eaten a lot of wings in his lifetime and remembers all of it.
And of course, the classic story where you order the hottest wings because you don't want to share them with anyone else.
Of course. That's a classic JJ move.
Go ahead, tell me the history of wings. This is going to be interesting.
All right. So, the story of a buffalo chicken wing started in Buffalo, New York. Oh, here we go. So, this is from the Anchor Bar, which is the original buffalo wing. Actually, original chicken wing was from up in Buffalo. It was a Friday night in 1964. Dominic Bellissimo was tending bar at a now famous Anchor Bar restaurant in Buffalo, New York. Late one evening, a group of his friends arrived at the bar with ravenous appetites, and Dominic asked his mom, Teresa, to prepare something for his friends to eat. They looked like chicken wings, a part of the chicken that usually went into a stock pot for soup. So these chicken wings were supposed to typically go into like a thing of boiling water to get the broth out of it. And instead, she just deep fried them, made them with a secret sauce, which we know now is buffalo sauce, and it was an instant hit. And she started selling them at the bar, and from that point on, chicken wings were born.
How do you make buffalo sauce? What is that made of?
Buffalo sauce is hot sauce and butter, a lot of butter.
Really? I didn't
It's
know that.
You can add other things like there's a whole bunch of different types of buffalo like ways to make buffalo sauce, but the original is just like a cayenne pepper. Like you can take like Texas Pete or something like that and put it with butter and add like you can add more stuff if you want to. That's basically the gist of it.
Okay. So you're telling me all I gotta do is get like Texas Pete, and I'll go to Aldi's and get 4 sticks of butter, and I'm just gonna melt all of that,
I
and
don't
then
think it's
that's how I
that
make
easy.
it. All right. Now that we know the history of the wings, let's get started. Let's go back and forth. You'll say one, and I'll say one. So I have honorable mentions for what was the one chain restaurants. Honorable mentions. I would say it's just wings, which is what we've discussed was a ghost kitchen for Chili's.
Yes, and their stuff is amazing.
The two favorite sauces I have is the apple barbecue, definitely a
Ooh.
unique taste. So it has an apple taste to the barbecue sauce. It's very weird, but I like it. And also my favorite, we talked about this, how I like honey in all my sauces. The honey sriracha at It's Just Wings.
I Now this is one of the weird places where I do like their bone-in wings, but I love their boneless wings. And I
Mhm.
usually get their mango habanero because I don't know about you, I'm a sucker for mango habanero sauce.
I can't do it. It's too hot. Like I did it one time because I know you were like, "Oh, the taste, like the flavor of it is good." And I was like, "Okay, I'll get it." The flavor, I was dying. I was sweating. I was drinking milk. I hate milk, and I was drinking it and just like trying to calm myself down, but it wasn't a good time.
No, I get you. I really like the hot sauces, as everyone knows. So that's what I typically gravitate toward. So I think your expertise are going to be more toward the honey sauces and the sweet sauces.
Oh,
Um,
bother.
oh, quick disclaimer: buffalo sauce is a 2/3 cup of hot pepper sauce, like Frank's Red Hot, 1/2 cup of butter, white vinegar, Worcestershire, cayenne pepper, and garlic. That's your basic buffalo sauce.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, thought I'd throw that in there. But yeah, it's just wings. What about Buffalo Wild Wings? Is that an honorable mention?
Uh, do I have it in there? I don't have it in there, but Buffalo Wild Wings are an honorable mention. I like the what was it called? Jam and jalapeno. It says for a limited time, but it's said for a limited time for like 10 years. So jam and jalapeno is my favorite.
I guess what mine is.
Yours is gonna be mango habanero.
You got it.
Yeah. I like mango, but it's just like the habanero part.
I feel like they overcompensate. They're like, wow, mango is so sweet. Let's put so much seed in this that you'll want to die. And I'm like, yeah, I like that.
You might make me want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings today, but we'll see. It's buy one get one free on
I
Thursday.
Your boneless wings, right?
Yeah, boneless. Yeah,
I can walk to mine, so I'm pretty spoiled.
I got like 30 wings for like $15 or something.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It was wild. It gave me a full meal for like 3 straight days.
Gotta take advantage of that stuff, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Permane Brothers, they're an honorable mention slash.
Really?
Yeah, I give them an honorable mention. I like the honey buffalo.
Me too. I honestly think that is my favorite flavor besides their XX Hot, which I think it has a great flavor.
Can I ask you something? What is
Yeah.
what does your stomach say to you every time you eat that shit? Like, is it just like not again, and then you're just like the next morning, grr grr grr, oh, there she blows.
It says as it sweats, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
You're older than me. Like me, I'm just like I can't do it anymore. Like I can't put myself through that anymore. But you're older than me. You must like you are a nutritionist now. So
Yep.
it's not a nutritionist. What is it called?
I'm almost there. I'm gonna be a dietetic technician.
Yeah, no, nutritionist, dietetic.
Oh my god.
Apples to apples, whatever. So I maybe you try hot stuff for that reason.
I mean, there's no like, yeah, it does tear you up on the inside, but it doesn't like. It's all about acquired taste. I like stuff super spicy just because there seems to be a better taste to it. I like sweet stuff too, like regular barbecue sauce, but I'd rather go spicy.
Sweet baby Ray's.
Oh, sweet baby Ray's. I guess down here in North Carolina, all their barbecue sauce is like heavy on vinegar, so I'm interested to try that out.
That'd be interesting to try out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this started.
Yeah.
We'll go back and forth. I'll go first. I'm looking through here. There was one more honorable mention, but we'll just make it mine anyways. The original Quaker Steak and Lube.
Oh,
Their
yes.
wings.
Their wings are they're classic. That's where you go to for that classic wing flavor.
So I got a funny story about Quaker Steak and Lube. When I was truck driving, there was a truck stop in, I don't know, Ohio, we'll say. that had a Quaker Steak and Lube, and I went in there and it was closed, and I hated it because it was still the pandemic and nothing was open all the time yet. My favorite wing sauce from there is called Louisiana Liquors. I don't know why. I like the ones that are like cleverly named, but they're also my favorite. Jam and jalapeno, Louisiana Liquors. Very good. I'll look up the wing description. I mean, the sauce description for that if you want to go next and kind of talk about yours.
Actually, staying on that subject, I'm 90% sure that's what it's called, but that wing flavor I think is my favorite too because it's just got that like perfect smokiness to it, and at the same time, like it's sweet and yet it has a little bit of a kick. Like it's just the perfect wing sauce for their type of wings. We had one up in Cranberry when I lived up in the north, and I used to eat there not too often, but when I did, I was really happy because their wings are original. Didn't you and I used to drive all the way to like Robinson to eat there, didn't we?
Yeah. So the Louisiana Liquors is hot Cajun garlic barbecue mix.
That okay, yeah, and that stuff is really good.
And the thing right above it, ooh, is something you and I would both like. Smoked jalapeno honey.
That looks really good.
And here's a sauce called Boom Boom.
I think I've had that. I feel like it's yeah, creamy garlic and red pepper. Are you a fan of like the garlic and parmesan like buttery sauces?
Ah,
Does it
there,
depend?
there's another one on my list. In Greensburg, it's called Scooby's,
Ah,
and
yes.
it's actually the wings are actually from the place next door to it, Dagwood. But they have a butter garlic sauce that's basically like popcorn butter with garlic in it. So when you like dip your chicken in there, it's just so liquidy and wet, and you just eat it. And I'm like, it just upset my stomach. I couldn't do it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I mean, I like the initial taste. Like, I wouldn't keep eating it. I would get like another wing sauce to kind of like off balance it.
Do you know Pennsylvania is one of the only states that serves their wings with ranch dressing?
What?
Yeah.
I thought that's a thing everywhere.
No, it's one of the only states. Usually it's blue cheese, which brings me to Scooby's. They have a wing sauce called spicy blue cheese, and I have wet dreams about that sauce. It is like, dude, it is perfect. You don't need anything else with it. Just that sauce. Oh, it's amazing.
So, just to put a bow into the Quaker Steak and Lube.
Oh yeah,
I know they have like I think Adam Richman was on it one time for
yeah,
a
oh
hot
yeah.
wing challenge, which I assume is this Eat Heat, scorpion pepper venom and wild berry. How's that allowed? So when I said boom boom, all I thought about is when we played Gears of War, and I feel like that's what your stomach did. I'm sure a small niche of people will get this, but like there's something called a boomer, and before it shoots its booming thing, it goes boom.
That's I always think of Sheet's Boom Boom sauce, but I'm going to think of that more often now.
So since we were on the topic, Scooby's. Scooby's is Dagwoods, which is located in Greensburg, kind of next to Lynch Field. Actually, exactly next to Lynch Field.
Hmm.
Just to get people familiar. Take notes, people. Take your goddamn notes. Go get some wings. Get some delicious wings.
And just a disclaimer, Lindor, not Lindor. What the hell were we just talking about? What was the wing place before this?
Quaker
Quaker
Steak and Lube.
Steak. Quaker Steak has the wing dings where they're all separated. Scoob's does not. Scooby's has the full three prong wings.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, they have the three prong wings. Let's talk about the wing first. So this wing, it is deep fried or whatever. It's fried, and they put like a special seasoning on it that just makes you want to like lick your fingers. And it's just the wing itself. I can just eat because the seasoning is so good on it.
Is it like a seasoned salt?
Yeah, I think it's like a seasoned salt.
You know what? because when we were kids, there was a place called Donna Lynn's up the street, which was really good pizza. But when they would get wings, our parents would always get the wings with seasoned salt and ranch, and that's the only time I'll eat ranch dressing with my wings because of as a kid I remember that combination of seasoned salt and ranch dressing. So that's I connect with that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I remember that. Donna Lynn's, that was another good one. Sorry, people. I think the only one is in Murraysville now,
Yeah.
but they have pretty decent wings. So for my favorite sauce at Scooby's, which if I was to rank Scooby's, they are my number two of best wings that I've
Ooh, number
had. Mhm.
two.
They're very good, but they're my number two.
Okay.
My sauce, I like that little bit of heat. It's called Hot Blonde.
Oh, that was good too.
So Hot Blonde was kind of like a buffalo with a kick to it. Uh, do you agree?
I would, yeah, but it also has like a creaminess to it that like it really balances out nicely.
Mm-hmm. So Scooby's, that's some good stuff right there. So
Do
yeah,
you ever do you ever get like the Asian ones like General Tso's or like any like Korean flavored wings?
no,
Sounds good.
yeah, I feel like I could be crazy about talking about my food, but if I want wings, I'm thinking wings are like a sports thing. Like it's sports, you're eating wings, you're drinking beer. Buffalo Wild Wings is probably to blame, but like it's wings, beer, and sports. Because when I went to Disney World, we went to like this one place, I think in what was it called, Wilderness Lodge, and it was just a random place we found, and I was like, I just want wings, and they gave me this Asian sauce wing, and that was all they had for wing sauces,
Ooh.
and I was just like, because my mindset, wings, beer, sports, I'm just like, the hell, I'm like in a theme park resort just eating these disgusting seasoned wings with no TVs around and Mickey Mouse mocking me.
Oh my god. Gosh.
So that's just my opinion on that.
I respect that. I've only had it once or twice. Permane Brothers has a really good. I think it's called Korean. I already took the menu down, but they have a like Korean or Chinese flavored wing. It's really good if you're into that. If I want that flavor, I just go to a Chinese restaurant. But if you want to try
Yeah.
something different, yeah, try it out.
Yeah, and I can never like get anything other than General So's, or I'm too scared to go outside the lines.
Oh, buddy, you got to expand the horizons.
I
There's a lot of good
know,
food out there.
I know, but I'm scared.
The good news is there's always tomorrow to try a different meal.
That is true, and like I said, I'm hungry now, and this is just making me more hungry.
Hungry for worms? Anyway,
So
sorry, I didn't mean to digress there.
no, you're fine. That's one of my wing places. And I'll have to give you guys my secret wing recipe that makes it taste just like Scooby's wings, but better.
Oh, guys, you won't be disappointed. His wings recipe is, I can attest, amazing.
And they're baked. They're
Hmm.
baked wings. They're not fried. They're baked, which is very good.
My man.
But you next. What's your next wing place?
All right, I'm gonna go to this wing place that's newer to our areas, and because up north they had just opened it, and I think they just opened it out by you guys too. It's called Big Shot Bob's.
Oh, fuck!
Their
I've had
wings.
it one time. One time.
What'd you think? What'd you get?
Okay, I don't remember. I've only had it one time, so I don't remember what the wings were like. But I do remember, and I thank this man for me getting this sauce, and because of his advertising skills. I got a wing sauce called the Big Sexy.
Mark Madden.
Mark fucking Madden. That's the only reason he's a, and that's what happened. I went to Big Shot Bob's. It's in Jeanette, Pennsylvania, next to a giant eagle, and it's in an old Rita's Ice building, and that's where they make the wings. You just pick it up and you leave. And I got it there one time, and I didn't know what wing sauce to get, and I saw the Big Sexy, and I was like Mark Madden, and then I got that wing sauce for that reason. I'll look up the recipe while you talk about it, but like it was a pretty good wing.
The menu says the Big Sexy is just Mark's signature flavor. So I'm
Oh no!
oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! What does that mean?
Mark may have put a little something extra in there for you.
It's like that old skit from All That, where it's just like, "You made some pea soup. What's it made of? Let's just say I made it myself."
Oh, classic. What was the Harold and Kumar? I made it with semen. Animal
Animal
semen.
semen.
Ah! So the good news is for all you out there, Big Shot Bob's has expanded to like a ton of different stores, so it is all over Pittsburgh. But that's cool. I didn't know that there was one in the old Rita's Ice down in Jeanette. That's kind of cool.
It is pretty good. But what's your sauce?
Oh man, it's hard to say because Katie and I we got their menu when we first moved in, and we just started going down the list and ordering all the different flavors, trying all the different stuff. It's expensive as hell, so
It
like
is.
13 wings or $20. Just prepare yourself to pay a little bit extra. But what you can do even is you can order the wings and they'll put the sauce on it and they'll even put it on top of a bed of French fries. So all your French fries will be soaked in the sauce too. They do a couple really interesting things. But my favorite sauce is probably the Taka Beaver Falls, which is hot and tangy and one of their best sellers.
Is it made from beaver semen?
God, I hope so. Now, I brought up Big Shot Bob's too because I wanted to ask you if you'd actually read their whole menu yet, Chris, and saw their other stuff that they serve.
I think their wing sauce names are very unique from what I remember, but I'll take a look.
I think they have like 75 different flavors.
How do you keep up with that?
Dude, it was hard. We got about halfway through and had to call it quits because we moved. But just so you guys know, they have a hoagie called the Soldier, and this hoagie has chicken fingers, bacon, gyro meat, provolone cheese, and golden barbecue sauce all in a sandwich, as well as like lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickle. I have never had it, but man, they have other hoagies like that, like the Tom Hardy, which I won't go into. The place is so cool. They have so many good things.
Here's the fun fact. Apparently, they have two locations in Florida: Cape Canaveral and Melbourne.
Get out of here. That's awesome.
Yeah, so they expanded pretty far. They got like one, two, three, four, five, six. It looks like a good 20, 30 locations.
Oh yeah, they're in Boardman, Ohio, and Weirton, West Virginia. Good for them.
Man, so good for them. So big shot Bob's. Yeah, I guess we should give rankings. From what I remember, we'll say 8 out of 10.
Okay, I would give that like 7 or 8 out of 10. I'd say for they're wing dings, so they're not huge. So I'd probably say 7 out of 10 because they're expensive as wing dings, but they're still really good.
And Scoobies, I give them 9 out of 10.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, and I guess what are other ones? Quaker Steak and Lube,
I'd
7.
yeah, I'd say 7. Their wing sauce is iconic. Someone actually made buffalo chicken dip with all the ingredients, but instead of Frank's Red Hot, they used their golden garlic.
Okay.
Oh man, that was really good.
It's just wings. I give them a 6 because let's be honest, it's like $10 for like 16 wings and French fries and a drink and a fried Oreo. Like,
Yeah, they,
you get what you pay for.
it's true. I feel like it's just wings, and then any pizza place like a commercial like Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's, their wings are a little fatty, and I don't like that. What do you think?
I think I've never got wings at other places, but I think Permandi Brothers is probably similar. I give their wings a 6 as well. You got to
Yeah,
go there on a good day.
I agree.
Yeah. So this is wings and sauces combined. This is our ranking that we just came up with right now.
I only went to Permani Brothers so much because they were right next door to where I used to live.
hmm So how about we take a quick intermission and I go over my wing recipe.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So here's our little intermission. Because how many more restaurants you want to go over? I'll probably go over like my number one next.
I got 2 more to go over.
All right, then I'll squeeze in my other one too. All right, everybody, get your pen and paper out. Here's how you make the Chris and Carissa wing special. What you have to do is you get 2 pounds of chicken wings thawed out. Take paper towels and you gotta make sure they're not wet anymore. You put them in a bowl and you throw in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now here we go. This is the seasoning. Half a teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of black pepper, quarter teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of ground paprika, quarter teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon of chili powder, two, oh no, I hope I'm saying it right, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I was about to say tablespoon. I'm just like, oh no, they're all teaspoons. Okay. So 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Take all that, mix it all together, put it in the wings, toss it around, put it in the oven at, I think it was like something crazy, like 450, like something crazy like that.
That makes sense to get it really crispy.
450, I think, or 400, one of those. Hold on one second, Carissa.
Oh my gosh!
For the wings, how hot do we make the oven? Yeah, come in.
This is amazing. I do the same thing to Katie when I make wings.
Oh, it's 425. It's 425. It's not 450.
So don't burn your wings, people.
Don't burn your kitchen down.
455, but I want to say it was 425.
Okay, cool. So 425, folks. It is going to be 425, 30 minutes on one side. Take it out, 20 minutes on the other side. Open a window. It's going to get hot. And that's how you make the Chris and Carissa wing special.
It is seriously amazing. I was out in Indiana when they made it for actually last year at this time. I was out there and they made it. And man, I'll tell you, it falls right off the bone and it's crunchy. That's the best. If it's crunchy and falls off the bone, you got a winner right there.
Mm-hmm. For real. And while you're here, Carissa, Scooby's wings. What are you ranking them out 1 out of 10?
They were my favorite for a really, really long time until we made ours. And then I'm like, they're probably very close. I don't know. Our wings are very good. I still kind of want to put Scooby's a little bit above ours. But as far as professional establishment, Scooby's hands down best.
All right. JJ and I gave him a 9 out of 10.
Really?
I have my 10 out of 10. I didn't say it yet. So
I have mine as well.
Well, damn.
All right. So that was our quick intermission of how to make the Chris and Carissa special wings.
Thank you, Carissa.
You're welcome. Also, I didn't realize you were recording. I thought you were just asking about wings. So,
well, that's our episode. It's about wings.
Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club.
Welcome, Carissa. Welcome, Carissa. Welcome, Carissa.
I brought up SpongeBob today in therapy, and I felt very good about it. Classic.
Goodbye. Well, Chris, how about, do you want me to go, then you can go, then I'll go one last time?
Yeah. Yes, let's do that. Sorry, I was about to read mine anyways. Shows my selfishness.
Oh, no, you're good. So there's a place out in West Virginia. It is called Drover's Inn. And I don't know why, but any place that has like inn or hotel or like something like that ending, it has the best wings. And Drover's, I don't think you've ever been out there, right, Chris?
No, I haven't.
I think I took Trevor there, and their wings are so good. They're wing dings, but they come really big. The sauce is amazing. Ironically, my favorite sauce. Oh, Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. My favorite sauce is ironically called suicide sauce because it is so good. But you've never been there, so I won't go into detail. It's an old mansion. It's an old mansion on a hill in West Virginia that they converted into a restaurant. So it's like you're sitting in a living room or a bedroom or the basement, and it's really, really good.
All right, right on. There is another place like in Greensburg that's like right off of Route 30 that's also an inn that's really good too. So I forget what that place is called. So that's why we're not talking about it. So
what was the place out in where we used to play soccer and it burned? Zackrell's. Zackrell's is really, really good wings. It had good wings till it closed down.
They ended up renaming themselves to the Schoolhouse. I don't know if they're still open, but they used to be. I think they're recalled that now.
I went there with our buddy Nick, who lives out in Harrisburg now. And while we were eating our wings, he asked if he could get milk for my wife's nipples.
Oh, we were so young and stupid.
we were so weird.
And I remember you being legitimately upset by that. I would be too.
Like, I was like,
honestly.
who says that?
Oh my god. So let me go into mine next. This one, it's fine. No, I'm thinking of two different things. Sorry. So there's two things I'm thinking about right now. One is not on my list. It's Rick's Bar and Grill off 22 in
Ooh,
Murraysville. The wings
good
are not
call.
great.
No.
No, I didn't like the wings.
Oh, okay.
But it could have been the day because we went on like a random like Wednesday. No, it was a Saturday at like uh 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the waitress comes over to us and is just like, "Hi, just watch out for how much you order. We're short staffed today. One of the cooks didn't show up, and it's a 65-year-old woman back there in the kitchen cooking."
Ooh, yeah. I bet their wings wouldn't have been great in that case.
But yeah, their wings weren't great. I think it was just because of the day. They were probably short staffed and were
Probably.
stressed. But Dino's is on my list.
Oh, how did I forget about Dino's?
And the sauce that I have is just very generic. It's sweet and hot. So I like those wings.
Hold on. Now, you had the Dino's in Greensburg, is that correct?
Yeah. I think I got them mixed up because they both serve popcorn as like an appetizer.
Yes, and I had the one in Latrobe because I used to work at a restaurant out there, or I used to work at a Walgreens out there, and we used to go to that one and get their wings, and it was always so good.
And I can't really say just because it's only been one time since I had it. I was with my dad and we just went out just to have fun. And I will say this full heartedly, he got me drunk and he can now drink me any day. So he got me drunk. And then I remember eating the wings and being like, I'm not going to lie, Dad, this is top 10.
Do you remember the super special fun name that they have for one of their wing sauces?
No, because I thought they were all generic.
They have the Even Hotter Lewis.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I had that. I didn't want to push myself that day.
And then the hottest Super Lewis.
Wait a minute.
There we go. It's connecting.
Because I am Lewis the Nerd, a
Yes,
professional wrestler. They're missing out on their advertising.
I know. They need your face all over that place.
Dinos, the fuck? All right, friends, reach out to Dinos, tag them in Twitter, and tell them to look up Lewis the Nerd Pro Wrestler on YouTube. And let them take a look at me, see my rich history of 5 years, and tell them, hey, get this kid. Do that. If I could get Sheets to send us t-shirts, god damn it, I can get myself to promote Dino's.
Oh my god. Dino's Boys in the Burgh also loves you in general, so you're awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're talking about you guys and not Rick's Bar and Grill. I mean, poor Gladys back there who's 65 is trying to make my wings.
Now, is that your 10 out of 10?
No, it is not my 10 out of 10. Those wings probably get an 8 or 7.
I think 7. I know what your 10 out of 10 is.
I think you do too. Whose turn is it?
I think it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Because you brought up Dino's.
So I'm going to guess your 10 out of 10.
You should know this. It's easy.
I think I do. It's going to be that wing place in Butler.
Yep. Lindora Hotel.
Lindora Hotel. Okay, refresh my memory because I had wings there one time.
Well, let me tell you why it's my 10 out of 10. When we first moved to Butler in 2016, you can go in on Monday night and get dollar wings with dollar Yinglings.
What? That's not legal.
I know. And I was the only one working. Katie was in nursing school, so we had to really budget, and that was our one meal we went out and got every single Monday.
Yeah, especially with like the chicken wing shortage now and everything.
Mhm.
I imagine now it's just like, hey, it's $5 wing night.
It
And with
was.
inflation, $4 Yinglings. Isn't that what the price is all the time? Yep.
We were up there a couple weeks ago, right before I moved down here to North Carolina, and they had it up to $2.75 wings, and they dropped it back down to $1.50 wings and $1.50 Yinglings, or $2.50 Yinglings. So it's risen up, but like, man, it doesn't matter. Their wings are still the best wings in all of Pittsburgh, I think.
Well, what's a classic sauce?
Classic sauce, which you'll enjoy because the name is awesome. Lindora Liquors.
I always like a liquor. Lily licked a lemon lollipop in Lilyhammer.
Oh my god! Unless you're looking to get a licking.
Good Family Guy reference, yes.
So Lindora liquors are great. They also have Mrs. B's, which is another classic of theirs. Katie always used to get their Parmesan Ranch or garlic butter. I forget which one, but I mean, we knew the bartender. She was amazing. She would serve us our wings like right away. Now, for anyone who knows the North, Pittsburgh. I mean, if anyone who knows the north part of Pittsburgh, like the Butler area, they're famous for wings up there because all of them serve the big wings. So you have like the Beacon Hotel, you have the Monroe Hotel, and then you have Lindora Hotel, and all of them have extremely good wings. Like they're probably the best wings in Pittsburgh. But Lindora Hotel takes the cake. It's the shut up, Chris. It's in the basement of a weird looking building, but that's where you get your best food.
That is where you get your best food. I did forget to mention Scooby's did used to have a wing special. It was 50-cent wings, and it was like the 3-piece wings, whatever you call them. Like it
Full
was
wings.
like the what?
Full wings.
Full wings. It was like the full wings too, and then the price went up and up and up. Then when Carissa and I moved back from Indianapolis, they just got rid of the wing special altogether.
Do you
Goddamn.
remember when I went down there for the first time and got 12 wings and I was like, 12 wings, I can eat that, no problem. And they brought it out and it was the full wings and I went, "Oh shit."
So here was the rule. But at Scooby's, you had to finish the wings because you weren't allowed to take wings home because the wings were so cheap on special. They didn't want people like ordering, 24 of them and eating one of them and then taking the 23 home.
Yep.
So you had to eat them at the restaurant. So when I took my mom and sister one time, they got like 12 wings or something, and like my mom ate like 4, and she was like, "Oh, I'll take the rest to go." And I was like, "That's not the rules, mom. That's not the rules. That's not how it works. You have to finish them."
Guess what? They're going in the garbage. Or they probably went home. They probably went home with the guys who work there.
Probably. Like if they threw them away every single time, well, no shit, they got rid of the wing special because they were throwing them away.
Yeah. I mean, Buffalo Wild Wings got the right idea. Buy one, get one, half off.
Hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
But my number one, my 10 out of 10. If you are in the east side of Pittsburgh, JJ picked the best of the north side, even though you have to drive like 40 minutes to get there, I feel like.
Yeah, from the east side.
If you are in the Irwin, Pennsylvania area, that is about 30 minutes east of Pittsburgh, you guys have to go to downtown Irwin and go to Colonial Grill right next to, I believe, Main Street Music. Get their wings. They are breaded, they are baked. The wings fall off the bone every single time. I've tried. I've tried to see if they were different, but no. Every time. I went to a thing in downtown Irwin called like a chili and wing cook off, like something like that. So I got to try out different wings in the Irwin area. Just Colonial Grill. That was the best. And my favorite sauce is a black and gold sauce. It's colored orange, but they call it black and gold for the obvious reasons.
That's mine too.
Uh, but like it's called black and gold sauce. I don't know what it's made out of. I feel like it's like the hot blonde sauce. So, are you looking it up?
I am, yeah.
But regardless, if you're in east of Pittsburgh, my number one at least is Colonial Grill in Irwin. Uh, Number 2 is Scooby's in Greensburg next to Lynch Field. So people take your notes.
Oh yeah, I think my favorite, ironically, was their black and gold as well.
Maybe it's a thing.
Let's see, a great sweet hot combination of red hot and gold barbecue sauce.
Okay, all
That's
right, that
why.
makes sense.
There's one thing I don't like about some wing places out there, and you can take this however way you want to. I just figured I'd bring it up. A lot of places are just regular wings in the fryer, bring them out and just throw sauce on them. Some places, like Colonial Grill, bread them first. Do you
Mhm.
have a preference on breading or not, or does it depend on the place?
I've never gone to another wing place that breaded it. Br-
Permanis.
they do?
Yep.
I don't believe that. All right, so
So yes, you have.
uh, then if that's the case, then I don't know what they're doing at Permani's. Like I don't know. I don't think it's the same. This place has heart and soul into it. Like, it's a really weird environment. The first half is like a diner, like a DeLuca's in the Strip District. But like then there's a back that's kind of like a fancier, like Lefties. Have you ever been to Lefties in the Strip District? It's this real crazy bar with like the cheapest drinks ever, but this place is like a fancier version of that. It's like all in one building. It's really strange, but it's a good place to eat. I recommend it. 10 out of 10.
They have the recipe of, even though it's breaded, it doesn't like soak into the breading. Like whenever you bite into it, you're like biting into a freshly breaded fried piece of chicken, which is
Mhm.
unheard of because you put sauce on bread, it usually soaks it right up. I don't know what they do to it. I don't know if they like put it for an extra couple minutes or whatever, but man, it is, you're right, it is really really good.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna have to tag all these places because we talked a lot about wings today. So I guess I have a lot of social media work to do tomorrow.
And then I guess we'll do another one on like actually ranking our favorites and have Andy on here, see what he enjoys, and kind of go from there.
Yeah. But other than that, any other wing places that you kind of find as your favorite?
I guess out here a big wing place is Wingstop. Have you ever heard of that?
I have, yeah. There was a lot of them in Indianapolis.
Worth trying?
I've never had it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I want to say it's just Wings is out here too, but I've heard a lot of good things about Wingstop, so I'll definitely. And you know what? There's a lot of Pittsburgh bars down here too, so I'll try out a couple different places that are Pittsburgh based and report back to you, let you know how they are.
Yeah, and yep, that's all I got. So I think I'm ready to get out.
Get out of here.
Get at. So if you guys like have any suggestions for wing places that I missed or if JJ missed, I mean, definitely hit us up on social media, Boys in the Burgh on Instagram and Twitter. Let us know because I am open to having as many different wing suggestions as possible. You can listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5 chicken wing review.
Bark, 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 bark.
Bark, bark. And if you want your podcast to look and sound more professional, try using Riverside.fm. It's used by all the biggest companies in the biz, and you can sound and look better today by clicking on the link in the show notes for a free trial. I haven't even looked if someone has done a free trial yet, but we'll
You
see.
never know.
All right, cool. That's all I got. JJ, go ahead, sign us at.
Always a pleasure, never business.
All right, bye.